fucking hell. Welcome back. I'm Zedow.
I'm the missus.
I'm Comix without my hat.
None of us have a hat. It's warm, but chilly at the same time. And today we have our first ever discussion video. Well, first discussion video with everyone else. This will be my third one. Yeah. Okay, you all seen the when I talk about Taker and the Hardys, and the one where I talked about Overwatch, and that's just a bag of worms I don't feel like opening right now. But today we'll talk about something different, something that is going to affect, something that affects a lot of people nowadays. And that's the question of, why do artists struggle? And no, we don't mean just painters and drawers. We mean like content creators, like video creators, directors, video game makers, all forms of people that do art. And yes, even though a lot of people want to say video games isn't considered art, it technically is. It's a form of art. Even Hideo Kojima said it too. He said it's not traditional art, but it is a form of art nonetheless. So I guess we can go down little by little, well, person by person, and each give our own personal opinion. First, so let's start with the Mrs. aka Foggi. Why do you think artists struggle?
Well, I think the artists struggle a lot because besides the whole like supplies and whatnot, but I think because it's mostly because of confidence level, and that's by me personally. Like there'd be times that whenever if I like actually do the work, it's like my confidence will up because it's like okay, I think my work is great and it's up to the potential I wanted to have. But if you've seen other people's artwork or basically any form of work that they have, it's like, oh, theirs is way much better than mine, especially in terms of the critiques. Now, just content here, I understand critiques is good for all artists. I highly advise word critiques because it makes the artist work to be better.
Well, there's a difference between like passive aggressive criticism
And then there's just being an asshole.
Yeah. Passive aggressive criticism can be good. It can be good. It can actually help that person do better what they're doing.
Right.
But if you're just being an asshole, then
okay. Here's the thing, and this is also goes by like some of the art teacher who is being a complete asshole and trying to give you like an extreme harsh critique for no apparent reason. It give us as an art student to help back because and not going to show people work like that because it's like it's pretty much more like this. If you being an asshole to a student who is trying their best of doing their work for numerous hours and then all of a sudden you give them a harsh critique for no apparent reason, it makes them feel like, well,
Makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, it makes you feel crap the whole entire day, and then make you feel like my work is never be good enough. And that's the reason why that I say mostly because of the confidence level, and I feel like the only solution about it is one, just keep on practicing, just keep on trying your best just to do the work that as you can. Two, and this is including the critiques, whenever when you critique somebody, like, be honest with them, but don't be a complete asshole to the point where they feel like they never be good enough and how hard they work.
Well, here's what I feel about critiques. Usually I don't give them out, depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Especially with art, because I know I can't draw my damn
I can't do that either.
But I can tell like a level difference between if I look at one person's picture and another person's picture.
Right.
But I'll still give my critiques, but it won't be super critical with the point where it could like, you can take it as like a thank you thing, or you can use it as for advice to improve yourself. But using critique from me is just, I'll tell you your art is good, or I can tell you what you need to work on it. I won't shit on your art. I'll just tell you that it needs work.
But that's the passive aggressive criticism I was talking about.
Yeah.
You have to give them the pros and the cons.
Like one example I can give for myself is when I'm critical of Fox movies, the Marvel Fox universe movies. oh boy, critical is an understatement.
Yeah.
I give credit when credit's due. Like in my Deadpool review, my Logan review, I said those 2 movies were good, and the first 2 X-Men movies were good as well. It's just everything after that was just utter trash. They did a lot of things wrong. But like let's go to Power Rangers for example though. When we did a Power Rangers review.
Yeah.
We did it in it was passive aggressive, and we wasn't saying the movie was garbage.
Right.
We said there was things in there that could have been done better. But at the same time, we praised the movie for things that got right or things that just did good in general.
Right.
Because not everything's gonna be perfect though. But when things are done right, you gotta give them credit for it. And when things are wrong, you gotta point out saying, okay, this wasn't good. It could have been done better had this and a third happened.
Right.
That depending on whatever you're looking at. But aside from that, this and the third was good. It's something on that nature though.
Now with Power Rangers, I kind of felt like I was a little too aggressive on it, but at the same time, it was because that was a movie that hit me in nostalgia. So that was the only thing that I was thinking about when I saw the movie.
Yeah, but it's the same thing you had when it came to the Ruby game that came out. Like you was damn near critical of it, while me on the hand I was more lines of, it's not bad, it's not perfect, but it's enjoyable. Yeah, I can still play it.
The reason why I was so critical of it is because I was expecting a lot more because for the simple fact that it was Ruby.
Yeah, but
I watched the show.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a studio that this is their first game.
I didn't know that. See, I thought they actually got somebody to work on it.
But you think that, but when you open the game up and you see like one of the first things you see is Rooster Teeth animation game studio, like.
Oh, that's the first one.
Yeah, that's one of the first things you see. It's not Platinum or Capcom when now if it was those when it come like that, then I can see the criticism.
I can see that.
But this is from Rooster Teeth themselves.
That was probably why, because when I looked at the game, I didn't know who was going to develop it. I just knew that it was going to be a game.
But for me, I was expecting like a halfway decent game that I would want to come back to at least once in a while. Yeah, and that's what I got. A halfway decent game that makes me want to come back once in a while just to play. Because all in all, the game is fun.
You just need to play with more than one person though.
Yeah. Oh, playing with one person is perfect. Just playing yourself can get a bit annoying. But it was done well. Yeah, there were some things about it that could have been much better. But for what it was worth, and for like a $20 game,
it's worth it.
It's not bad.
It's worth it. Yeah.
It's better than other games.
Now,
like $20.
if it was a $60 game.
Oh yeah.
That'd be overpriced.
That'd be a different story. That's like that's like one of the reasons why I didn't really buy Berserk as much as I wanted to get it.
But back to the artist struggle thing.
The artist struggle thing. The reason why that came up to me because when I was at AmazingCon this past weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no footage of that because I didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, there's no footage of that because I didn't want to feel like walking around doing reviews because there was not much of anything there.
Right.
But the reason why that came to my mind was like, there was somebody that came to our table and was like, would you like to donate something to I forgot what they wanted to donate for, but and it was like, you can come back to us if you want to donate something. It was like, I know you're a struggling artist, and when I heard that, I didn't hear anything else they said. The only thing that stuck in my mind was struggling artist. And I just thought, why do artists struggle? The one thing that stuck out to me the most, besides, the criticism, was the support. People want you to do so much, and then when you finally do it, they don't want to play their part to help you support you.
Right.
Like, for example, like a YouTube video, you can put like all your time and effort for a YouTube video that they want, but yet they won't like it and they won't share it.
Right.
And the one thing that people don't realize is that the people who makes those videos, they could see the statistics of people who share it and who like it.
Right.
And then if you don't play your part to support an artist, then
if you don't we're not saying you gotta give us money all the time.
No.
But put us out there, like my videos for example. When I did the video me lamenting the fact that Undertaker retired and the Hardys are back in WWE, that got a lot of attention. That got a decent amount of attention that I did not expect to get.
Right.
But some other videos don't get that much attention, and it's on lines. It's more lines like somebody's watching. Either they're not watching all the way through, or they're not sharing it so it can be out there.
That's another thing. People will watch like the first couple seconds and then they'll either leave or come back later. Like, there could be like an important message in the video, and then they'll hear the wrong thing at the beginning and cut the video short.
Right.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they'll miss the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they mix the whole, they basically don't get the whole context of what the person is saying.
Because they cut the video short though.
Now, another thing while I was at AmazingCon that really shook me up was that it wasn't the fact that our table was struggling with sales, but the whole convention was struggling with sales. Because nobody was supporting anybody.
Right. Now, it's one thing when one table struggles, because you always have that one table that struggles a little bit more than others.
Or a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you got the whole entire convention struggling just to do
just
anything,
to get the sales, it's
then
sad.
that kind of like, okay, so what's wrong here?
There was I don't think I told you, but when I was there was a guy that was 3 tables down from me who was selling a book too. It wasn't a comic book, it was actually like a novel because it was real big and thick.
Right.
All 3 days he did not sell one copy.
Oh,
he didn't sell one copy.
God.
That is a shame.
Yeah, people came to his table, they was talking to him, he was like, yeah, we should link up and do this, but they never bought one.
Right. So.
And I think that's a problem too, because it's like I'm not sure maybe because people forget, or you know they have like other stuff in their minds. But like another thing is, like I said, it's not about money, but there's another reason why that artists struggle is because of the fact that I give you a perfect example, commissions. When artists do commissions, and let's just say a client say, oh, I want you to do this and that, a third, and once the price come in, it could be either one or two things. Either one, they was like, oh, why it costs that much money? And people don't realize that, artists had to spend so much money just to get the material that they needed, just to make your stuff.
I think one of the things, like, though, it all depends on how much you want in that commission. Because some commissions could cost as much as $20.
Right.
And that's just like something simple. That's something like, do like a quick drawing of me or whatever. Draw me like in your style. And like $20. Okay, sure. But like, the more you add to it, the more the price is going to be.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is, and this is what gets the artists the most, and they hate it, is where the clients say, oh yeah, I could, that's not a bad price. But once they did their part, and they say, okay, so this is what the piece looked like, or this is what the drawing looks like, and they say, okay, you can pay in this certain amount of time. Oh, I can't afford it. And it's like, why lie?
Like, you knew that when they told you the price. You knew you wasn't going to pay for it and whatnot.
That's why I always tell people, like, if you're going to go do something, make sure you know what you're getting into before you do it.
Right.
If you can pay then do it. If you can't, then don't
do it. Just say that you can't afford it.
Like for example, I go to conventions. Before I started doing this, I went to conventions just to enjoy myself, not necessarily to buy anything. If I come across something that I want to buy, then yeah, I'll buy it. But other than that though, and every time I come across something that I want to buy, but I know I won't have the money for it.
Yeah.
But like my main goal for a convention is to go there, look around, and enjoy myself as much as possible. If I have the money to buy it, I will buy it. But if I don't, then there's not much I can do about it. But I went in without the expectation of actually buying anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what was going through the minds of like everybody that was, at AmazingCon last weekend. They were probably there to enjoy themselves, but the problem was, it was like there was not much to do there. There was not much to see.
Right. That lies the problem, because Middleton was the same way. There wasn't much to do there, but people made out in terms of money, because people went there. I guess people went there to support what they saw and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, excuse me, but when you get there, because we went there, I looked around like, there's not much here besides the tables. There's no arcade machine, no panels, it's just the tables. Then again, this is just a one-day event.
Now, AmazingCon did have old school arcade machines. They did have panels. And they had a room for a tournament. But other than that, it was all vendors and, well, I wouldn't even say artist alley, because the vendors and artist alley was the same thing.
Right. It's not like Oldacom where you go there and they got the panels, they got the Q&As, they got the game room, the tournaments.
They got the autograph section,
the photo shoots, the artist alley, and the dealer's room. They got enough there that you'll be occupied for 3 days.